Hi everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us. Well, we've got a bit of wet weather around the country at the moment. It's a bit hit and miss, but for those who are getting it, we're actually getting reports of puddles forming, and that's making for some very big smiles for some farmers and growers. This is the current map. Look at the dark blue areas or purple areas. That is the indicator of lower air pressure, and that's something we haven't seen for a little while. So that's the reason why we're getting these downpours moving along the eastern side of the South Island and also southern areas, and also some up here around the North Island as the sou'wester moved through earlier today. So we're getting a little bit of wet weather here and there, but there are still many other regions that are going to miss out. So we're still stuck in this big dry, but the good news is we are seeing a few more rainmakers on the way between now and Christmas. And speaking of Christmas, we've actually got a Christmas Day weather map I'm going to show you in a moment. So this is how it is looking at the moment. This is the Wednesday setup, and again, more downpours and areas of rain for Southland, even getting into parts of Otago as well, and potentially into South Canterbury. So all of those areas can do with some rain. They'll be happy with that. In the North Island, we've got a couple of showers lingering around Taranaki, maybe up towards Auckland, and potentially an afternoon downpour around the Gisborne area. Otherwise, it's fairly dry in the north for now. Then as we get in towards Thursday, there's that change moving into the North Island's eastern area. That's the southeasterly there. So the temperatures now take a bit of a drop after what has been an exceptionally hot, dry run of weather for Hawke's Bay. Now you'll get the cooler weather and a few showers and drizzle patches in there as well. But for other areas, the hot southeasterly wind will continue. Much of the South Island on Thursday starts to dry back out again. Then we get to Friday and the next system is rolling on in. We've got nor'westers ahead of it, so it could be pretty hot for some places just before this front moves in. It's got rain mostly around Fiordland and a few showers coming into Southland. Now to the weekend. High pressure dominates around the North Island. We've got a couple of shower risks here and there. Otherwise, that's pretty much about it. And into Sunday, once again, another area of energy coming in. And in fact, it's important to note that if you look at the weather map here for Sunday, this coming Sunday, see the high pressure all out in the Tasman Sea. Well, that sort of leaves New Zealand a little bit vulnerable to lower air pressure. And you see how the winds come around like that? I think that might be a developing low pressure system in there. So if we can get it to slide up the eastern side, it could produce a bit more rain, a little bit more substantial rain into some of these eastern areas that are now getting very dry. For the western side, it's not looking quite so wet, but even you might get a little bit of wet weather over the coming days as that front moves on in. All right, Christmas Day. Now, please note, it's a long way off, but lots of people are asking, so why not share what is currently in the weather maps? And this is currently what is there. High pressure dominating out here. There's no rain included in this map. It's just the air pressure lines. And what you also notice is some lower air pressure up here, which means there could be an offshore system with some cloud, perhaps some showers maybe around this eastern side, but it may be dry everywhere else. It's a long way to go just yet, but for those people who are very keen, we'll do another update again later in the week. That's all from me. Catch you again on Wednesday.